prom play, the future's on display. Your house becomes a canvas in the most enchanting way. From haunted thrills to winter lights that glow. You dream it, we beam it, the magic's in the show. No wires, no stress, just plug in and project. It's art that's alive and it's all AI direct. For families, creators, events that astound. Illumabot brings wonder to every wall around.
There's nothing like the look on someone's face the first time they see projection mapping. For years, it was only for big venues, big budgets, technical experts. But what if anyone could do it? What if you could do it? What if your family could turn your own home into something unforgettable in minutes? Now you can. With Illumabot, all it takes is your voice, a projector, and your imagination. You point a projector at any surface. You say what you want. No learning curve, no complicated setup. Just point, prompt, play. What used to take teams of experts now happens in seconds using just your phone and a projector. From kids to adults, from homes to entire communities, people everywhere are creating their own experiences with Illumabot, and they're loving it. It's not just for holidays, not just Halloween or Christmas. It's birthdays, events, businesses, or just a random night that turns into something unforgettable. This is personalized projection mapping, made simple. Illumabot. Point, prompt, play.
There we go.
All right.
How we doing?
Right. Good. How are you? I see
Good.
you're in a
Audio's
car.
good. I'm not in a car. I'm in a beast.
Oh boy, he's in the beast.
I am in the beast. Yeah, we'll do a tour of that in a minute. Just make sure everything's cooking. Is my other camera good, Tristan?
Yes, it is. Why do I have echo now?
We're getting double audio from you. Is that tab?
I muted it. I muted
Okay,
it.
we got me. We're good.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
All right. Very nice.
We got some folks out here. I want to say hi to well, Brian Moore's out there on TikTok, and we have oh good, okay. Well, we had somebody else, but it looks like they're not there. Oh no, wait a minute. Twisted blank blank. That's all I can say. I cannot announce all of what their handle is on this stream.
Twisted something, right? Twisted sister.
Twisted iced tea. All right, and then we have coming in from, let's see, from YouTube, we got Willie and KC, we got Richard Abernathy, we have Warren Zendano, and Jesse Gerhardt, some of our very own insiders hanging out with us tonight. Hey, everybody.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Ross,
Yes, sir.
your second camera, what? Make sure the HDMI cord is.
No,
or
it's
did you
on.
turn it off?
It's good. I'm not showing camera right now because I had to off StreamYard. I'm trying to get a prompt going on this building.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Hey, we got JC and Idaho and Jay Rickering. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I really am. I'm trying. Or maybe it's JR. No. Yeah, Jay Rickerick. Out there. Paul Landry. Hey, Paul, another insider. Andy Ellis joined us. Hey, do we want to talk about where we're at? I can give you a little backdrop if you'd like.
Yes, if you don't mind. While you're doing that, I'm doing what everybody loves doing. I'm doing a little corner pinning right here on a building. At that building, I'm at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, their Perkinston, Mississippi campus. And I am here because the people at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College are freaking awesome. They're so good, man. It's such a gem. I can't believe I haven't discovered them much sooner, but I'm glad I did. And I am at one of their campuses at the King Center. It is actually not that building. I was like, oh no, that's not that one. I'll show it again as soon as I can get this thing just a little bit more aligned. And then we'll have some fun.
Yeah, we have a big show for you tonight, gang. Some great updates from the community. We have, of course, some prompts to show you, as well as our results from our challenge of the week. And we had a big release this week, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show some of those features to you, so you get to see that firsthand. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you'll know what to expect.
Yes, I love it. I can't wait. Let's jump into it.
All right. Well, the first things first. I don't know. Do you want to give a bit of an update on the Aluma Beast?
I do. Should we do a tour of that yet? Should we go ahead and jump in there?
Let's do it. Let's show what we have.
All right. Okay. So here, what we have is a map. We put the invitation out. We got a lot of submissions on people around the country who want to have the Beast come visit them in July. We're doing 31 cities in 31 days. It's going to be a killer road trip. I'm actually kind of excited about doing this. I'm going to go see America for a month. I mean, how often do you get to do that, really, right? Where you just get to have your car drive you around and go visit some of the coolest places, and then every night visit with projection mapping enthusiasts and go prompt on something very cool. It's just, wow, it's going to be a blast. So I met with the team. We went through and we started identifying places that did have permission. They filled out the form. They looked interesting. And so we started narrowing the list down, at least of our first pick. I'd say we started to reach out to some of these folks saying, all right, we think we're good. Can you go ahead and make sure we have permission? Here's a little form to fill out. And we haven't locked the exact dates because I got to figure out my routes, but some really cool places and some really cool buildings, big and small. I had a great story from a lady in the east side of the U.S. and she just had a great story. It was not a crazy big house, but her passion for Halloween was just outstanding. And so we're reaching out saying, all right, I think we'll do it. Just let's make sure we're good. And just like all over the map. I anticipate, if I can at all, I'm going to light your house, Sal. I'm going to see if I can. I'm coming to your house and we're going to, hopefully I crash at your house for a day, maybe, if you let me just like crash the party. But yeah, we're going to just go visit some of our insiders that are around, just some of our super fans. Idaho Skelly, I don't know if he's on, but he submitted a gigantic 50-foot, 40-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I think we should light that up with the Beast. So as long as he has donuts when I get there, that's all I'm saying. Donuts, he can hold the kittens, but I want donuts.
He is on, and he wants to know if the Beast still has that new car smell.
Dude, I've been working on this and living this thing. It has a smell all right, but it's probably not cool. It's probably not cool. You know, I bought a mattress unit. I've got a fridge that's going to go up in the front console. It's like the ultimate cruising machine since you're not driving. It'll hold 19 cans of something. I'm going to eat vegetables. I'm going to try to eat healthy along this trip, but let me save this. I think that's good enough. And we got this building mapped. So anyway, yeah, and even other conversations today, it's kind of fluid, so I'm trying to get them locked down, and the Beast is ready to go. One other thing, let me switch to StreamYard. Maybe. Tristan, do I just hit go on this? Entering the studio. Let's see if my camera will let me back in. I guess I have to do it every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once you're...
It's just going across the road. I should have put it as Beast. Okay, I see.
All right, it's him.
Are we good? Can you see my camera? It's switch camera. Let me switch to the back. Triple back. All right, we're good? All right. Would you like a tour of the Beast?
Yes, please. Let's do it.
All right. So, this is the Beast. Well, the imagery of the Beast. And we have something that I want to kind of show here.
So this is integrated into the computer?
Maybe.
Look at that.
I can deploy the entire system. I've got shows that I've created over here.
No way, dude. You were able to
Illumabot,
get that on the actual. That's crazy.
deploy now. So it's now deploying. See, it's raising the projector lift, setting camera, set projector, and now I have full autonomous control over it. Now, this is a demo piece because the rig is offline right here, but it's actually online on my other thing. But this is the goal where I can do full control. You can see I've got that. Let's step out of the truck and take a look, shall we?
Yeah, I was going to say, man, we need like cameras outside to watch that thing go up and everything. As you press the button inside, we watch it come up from outside. That is neat. We can't hear you, Ross, if you're talking, just so you know.
Oh, it's not going through my microphone? Oh, let's go to headphones. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me because I'm in here. Why is that? That's so weird. Well, let's show you this. I'm gonna jump back to the show. So there's the lift system, turret. This has full rotation. In fact, I will rotate it and point it at that water tower in just a minute. Camera system.
All right.
Oh, I know why, Ross. I'm gonna mute your other mic, but you need to unmute the one you're holding.
Okay. How about now?
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay. Can we double?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Okay. No double?
Nope.
Oh, I'm getting double.
Oh.
But as long as you don't hear double, we're good.
No, we're good.
All right. So yeah, full 15x. Let me take this out of my ear. 15x zoom right here for image capture. Right below there, we got the turret system will fully rotate. Of course, this deploys out. Everything drops down as secure underneath. He is actually in the control room. We're like literally building as we're on the show. I added 2 servos that will add full tilt. So it'll kick that thing up. So I want to go to high structures, I can do it. That's all mechanics on the inside. A lot of welding and all kinds of gadgetry going on here. This is Justin, by the way.
Hey, Justin.
He's known as IT Jesus. That's what we call him. This is our uniform, by the way. I have adopted his uniform. So it's flip-flops. And I haven't done the beard all the way, but that's our new uniform. So anyway. Oh, another cool thing. Lights. Lights are not on here, but underneath the seats, that is an ultra short throw lens. It's massive. It's a monster. So the lenses, all the lenses we want to swap out for distances, we pop up here. So little tour of the beast. We'll be doing this starting July 1st, every single night.
The only thing you didn't show was the flex capacitor. That's
that's a secret. I can't reveal all the things. Okay, Tristan, you want to switch me or am I? Yeah, switch my microphones.
All right. We're going to say hi to a few more folks that joined us tonight. So let's see. We have Eric Shaw is out there, another insider. Hey, Eric. S. Augenbaugh. We also have Frontier Outdoor Light and Don Cartier, yet another insider. Claudia Rizza from Australia. Merc Mode's out there, and Brandon Sanders. So hello to everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We always appreciate it.
Of course, absolutely. All right, that was awesome. What's next?
All right, what's next? Let's get into the community spotlight. So let's do that. And we actually have, we have three pages, I'll say, of community spotlights. Let's get into it. This first one is from Todd Simmons. And I like this one. I love this quote. He said, okay, only 1 hour with this thing and I'm hooked. So let's take a look at what he has.
Right.
So no animations on this, but he has some great visuals going on, right? Starry night look over there, I think, with the swirling clouds and stuff. So very nice. So congratulations, Todd. Welcome to the addiction. I'm sure you're having lots of fun. And we're all here to help you.
We have an anonymous. Should we have a Prompters Anonymous Club? I think we really should, because I've heard a lot of people say like, man, I have a real problem. it's
yeah,
it's
and
great.
I'm one of them. That's for sure.
I'm one of them too. That is for sure.
And the next one is, whoop, I got to go back. The next one is from Festive Foolery. And let me just go back a second. Let me go back. We're here and we're back. All right. Festive Foolery. I know you love the Minions, so we had to share that. Back from a little break, Festive Foolery. Thank you for that.
You know, Salip, he loves him some Minions. Anytime there's a prompt, you can bank that he's going to put some of those in there.
And I did it again. I went too far. Let me go here. This is the next one. So this one's from Warrens and Don. Oh, let's rock. Check it out. Man, that was awesome. I'm gonna clap for that. Ross, I've been trying to play guitar for years and I can't play like that Rockin' Skeleton just did. So that was pretty awesome.
So Warren's found this magic spot on his house, right there on that side thing. And it's just such a good, I just appreciate that because my house, I've had to find these spots that really pop and the rest is brick and it doesn't as well. And I love that he's putting people like they're standing right there on his roof. It's just outstanding.
Yeah, he did one, I feel like it was last week with this crazy clown and stuff. He was doing some neat stuff. So
yeah, he is.
All right. Merc Mode, another one of our often sharers out there on Facebook. So this one's from Merc Mode. And I do apologize. I do have to make a kind of a service announcement. I did have to take some creative liberties and change some of the music up from people's videos and such. Just to protect copyright. So no offense to anybody, but if you didn't hear your music tonight, that is all that I did.
Yep. Got to do it. What's that?
Bring the liver.
Oh, yeah. I have some. Two.
Some really eerie scenes here that he has for us.
That's not bad.
All right. So thank you, Merc Mode. And let's see, we're going to go to the next one. All right. Our next and final community spotlight for this evening is from Claudia Rizza. She kicked off the morning with a few Illumabot projections on the house. And Claudia, I had to shorten it a little bit. So gang, if you're watching this and you like what you see, make sure to look for Claudia on Facebook. The video is much longer, and but I did try to capture the highlights from it. So here we go. So great stuff. She really has that projector dialed in, man. Her videos look so crisp and sharp. It's really nice. Great stuff. And she's out there, so great stuff. Thank you for sharing that with us.
The corner, when they do the two sides, like White Wolf does, it's just really, really stunning when they do that. It's really great.
Oh, and she said USA versus Australia as we speak, I guess. So there you go. And here we go. So did you want to show what you're doing, or did you want to keep going? We can go into prompts of the week. You tell me.
Doing prompts of the week. I'm just now starting to render some flags and stuff on this building. I'm only doing the center section. When I do this building legit, I'll do it with 3 projectors. So I'm just trying to hit the centerpiece for now. And I'm testing lumens and whatnot. So right now I'm just doing a few tests.
All right. Yeah, well, let's move on to prompts of the week, gang. So we have I have about 6 prompts of the week for you this week. So the first one is, we have something heroic, something patriotic, and something wicked. So Juan E. Echeverria actually did a Masters of the Universe prompt, and the Masters of the Universe movie just came out, so I get why we do that. So I thought, hey, this is bringing me back to the 80s. I liked it. So now AI did a little bit of a number on the logo and the faces, but I mean, to me, it still captures Masters of the Universe. I thought it was a nice job. And the next one is Michael Carden. He has a patriotic theme going on here. I mean, of course, we have 4th of July coming up in the U.S. Shortly. So let's take a look at what Michael has for us. There we go. Thank you, Michael. And then Kathy, it's just Kathy in the app and community post. By the way, you can set your name that shows up here in the community post in the settings of the app. So if you don't have your name in there, or if it's not the way you want it, you can adjust it. Go into the settings of the app. So let's take a look at this. It's a static image, but pretty spooky. And I swear, I stare at some of these things and I feel like they're moving at times. So either I've been staring at them too long, making me split, or there's something going on. So
it'd be pretty great to animate.
Yeah, I think that would look really neat. And hopefully Kathy has tried that. So let's move on to...
Hey, really quick, while you're doing that, I'm going through a lot of community prompts right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm noticing a lot of people are using Seedream instead of Seedream Pro. What do you prefer?
So I've said a bunch of times, I always run both. And a lot of times I like Seedream over what Pro produces. I don't know why. Just for me, that my preference tends to go to Seedream. But I do try both all the time.
Okay. Awesome.
So, I know you've said many times you like Pro better.
Well, you know what? I don't give Seedream a try. I really need to give Seedream. I'm going to do it right now. I just did. I've noticed so many people are using Seedream. I'm going to go ahead and hit it first, and then hit Pro, hit Croc, and then see how it goes.
Yeah, it's interesting. You have all the stats. You can see, the rankings basically of which AIs are being used more than others, right? That's something interesting. It would be interesting to look at some point.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that on a segment, kind of go over that. What's cool is because I just did Miguel Juarez. He's got a great prompt with some neon Christmas, so I want to light this. They do a lot of Christmas out here, so I probably have just generated about 40 images while we're sitting here on this building as I'm getting ready to showcase it.
Hey, Frontier Outdoor Lighting also said, I run Seedream and Pro, but Seedream comes out better a lot. So there's another opinion on it.
All right, I have absolutely I got to give it another shot. Ooh, I love this prompt.
Absolutely.
This prompt is from Ross Arroyo. I just found one of my old prompts through the community. I'm like, oh, that's a great prompt. Who did that? Oh, I did that. That was a great one. All I did was copy it from somewhere too. So can't get too much credit for it.
We're getting a lot more comments on here too, where people are saying they prefer Sea Dream, Paul Landry and Yellis. So you're getting a lot of it, Ross.
Okay, well, you can't argue with that. Oh my gosh, you got so many.
All right. We want to look at surfaces of the week, or you want to look at what you're doing?
No, I'm almost there. I've generated a bunch of stuff. I got to go pick some favorites.
All right. Let's get back to that. Here we go. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We have more prompts of the week. That's right. We had 2 pages of prompts of the week. So this page, we have something creepy, something artistic, and something constitutional. So here we go. For Iris Durant, here is the creepy one. I just thought that clown was super creepy.
Exceptionally
visual. So awesome work. That's another one I'd really like to see animated, honestly. I know this guy. This one's actually, for me, this is the artistic one. This got a lot of hits this week on Facebook, so I figured I'd share it here. This is Van Gogh style Halloween. So I have an affinity towards this Van Gogh style. I don't know why. I really like it. And this week I decided to try mixing it with Halloween. And I tried Christmas too. I didn't share it, but Christmas came out pretty neat as well. So give it a try if you're any sort of an art fan. All right. And now this one, another one from Iris. This was just a lot of fun. So we have to play this one. Here's our forefathers getting down. I just thought that was fun, Ross. And again, non-copyrighted music. So that's all good, man. They were dancing, getting down with it.
No more naughty hits.
All right. Let's look at the surfaces of the week. And we have 2. Now, I felt like it was Groundhog Day putting this together because I could swear last week we did castles and models. Well, we're doing more castles and models this week. Justin B. Keeler, another Illumabot employee, has put together a little castle for us, and it just looks super sharp. He actually, before I run this, I should say, he did this with an AXA P7 Plus. The AXA company doesn't even exist anymore, and this is a very small projector. It's only like 500 lumens, but you can see in this, it's a great example of if you can control the light, you get some great results without, a ginormous amount of lumens. So here we go. Great stuff there. Thank you, Justin, for sharing. I should also add, he did that with the Luma Fund. So he didn't even do that with a bot. He did that just with the wire hooked up to his phone. Great stuff. And then Charlie J.
Having fun, right?
Absolutely. And then Charlie JP, it seems like every week Charlie JP's models are growing. I'm not sure if anything's living in here, but at this point, he's now got not only the house and the Ferris wheel, he has a trailer mixed in. This is all being done from a single projector. So all of this was mapped, with all of the different depths that we're dealing with here. He did it with one projector. So pretty cool stuff. Here we go. All right. So thank you, Charlie. Thank you for sharing that with all of us.
Yeah, Charlie makes, and especially on that trailer, I think that's a miniature trailer he had 3D printed.
Yes.
He actually has the real size trailer, and he prompts on it, which is phenomenal. It's really great stuff.
I'm sorry. He had it looked like a RV, like a VW bus or something too in the photos, but he didn't have them mapped yet. So I think he's going to have more. I think we're going to see more from Charlie.
Oh yeah, we'll see a lot more from Charlie. He made some T-shirts that he's just getting ready to do a bunch of stuff, and it's. Speaking of T-shirts, what's that T-shirt you got on right there?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is my Aluma Beast shirt. So, you know, I try to have something fun for the streams each week, and I thought with the push for did you notice too, the Beast is in my background?
Yes,
notice
right
that
there with Perkinston Campus lit up and everything.
Yes. So yeah, just trying to bring it all together.
Every detail, Sal. You're the king of details.
All right. Are you ready to show what you have, or do you want me to keep going?
You know, I can probably iterate through. I wish I did a to do my actually, I don't think this camera. Yeah, I got to use my back camera on here. All right, we're gonna switch over. Oh, it's so hard. I should have brought another camera, a streaming camera. Actually, we're gonna try this. Tell me if this looks usable or not. Is that too blurry? Probably.
No, I mean, with it zoomed in like that, no, we can see it. We can definitely see it.
All right, let me put this where it's not going to slide off and hit the ground. That would be preferential.
And yeah.
Now, okay, so here's a great story on ambient light, right? Oh yeah, that's not bad. The ambient light is atrocious on here. Let me go back to some of the animations I've been cooking. Yeah, I mean, we got full-blown lights, and normally I'd kill all these lights and get them all turned off and whatnot. Well, that's not an animation. That one's still downloading. There we go. Let's see. So I wonder what these would look like when we get all of these lights. I mean, those are just shining bright on the building. And kind of my goal here is to interpret, is a 20,000 lumen going to be bright enough? Now I can't do the entire building from here. There's no way. So what I try to do is just focus on that center area, and then I would put one here, and I would put one here, and I'm shooting from about 200. Yeah, I'm almost 250, maybe 300 feet away, about close to 100, close to a football field, maybe 80 yards.
So is that true? You don't have a lens that would be wide enough from that distance to hit the whole building in once?
If I widen this out, I could, but it wouldn't be enough lumens.
Good point, right? The further you go back, you're losing lumens, right?
Yeah. If I went wide on here, I would not get enough to make a difference. Even if I went pitch black out here, it'd be about like that. So you've got to dial it in and just get more in. Now they do make a 50,000 lumen projector, and this beast would run it. It's like 180 pounds, and it's a monstrosity, and it's, you know, close, definitely in the six figures. But I think these three of these in concert will work just fine and be a lot more affordable.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm just playing on the front building. Let me see if my Christmas prompt is ready. Let's see what this one did. These are all coming from the community, by the way. So I made nothing up. When I have to hot shot and go somewhere quick, my favorite thing to do is just jump in the community and see. And that is too dark. Yeah, dark prompts are not going to sport well on here. Let's see if I can get another one. Here we go.
And do you think we're going to have time tonight? Do we want to ask the viewers if they have any prompts that they're going to want to see?
Yeah, no, let's do it. In fact,
okay.
Viewers, if you have a prompt that you want to see on this building, throw it out there and we'll put it on. In fact, I'm going to go over here. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, accepting prompt requests.
Look at that.
Chat.
Okay.
All right, go back to live or to my cameras, Tristan.
We still see you.
You do?
Oh yeah, we still see you. He just put an overlay up to remind folks that
I don't see them anyway. All right. Okay, I'm taking requests.
Okay. I think we need some Team USA World Cup stuff.
Oh, World Cup. Yes, right. Team USA. Okay.
I'm going to say hi to Blue Whale out there. Blue Whale out on TikTok. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, thanks for joining us. And Idaho says, hey, if there's too much ambient light, just get the BB gun out of the trunk.
Celebrates at the World Cup on this building. Okay, create 3. Create 3. Let's go Grok Imagine. All right, we got some Team USA celebrating at the World Cup. What else do we want? That's a pretty good one, actually. Very appropriate. Any other requests?
I would like to see something regarding the 2026 Festival of Lights on the first Friday of December.
2026 Festival of Lights on the first Friday of December in Perkinston, Mississippi.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah.
Brandon Sanders says their mascot throwing a football. So do they have a mascot?
They did. The mascot is the
Bulldogs.
Bulldog, right?
It's an English bulldog.
English Bulldog mascot throwing a football. Create 3. Create 3. All right, I just traded like 60 images sitting here right now. Let's see how these turn out.
Andy Ellis asked for, how about a 4th of July with it being right around the corner?
I do have one of
those.
I should have a waving flag going. Tristan, I don't see any imagery, but you see fine? You see it? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Oh, and we just lost Ross's sound. I think he may have gotten muted.
No, he's not muted. But we did lose his sound.
Okay. Maybe his, whatever, his mic's died if he's using the AirPods. That's the mic. I don't know if he can see us either, so.
How about now? How about now?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay, how about now?
Yes.
We're good.
We'll hear you.
Okay, we're good. All right, I just had to switch on and off to there. All right. Let's see. I've got some America on here. Oh my gosh, I did a lot of prompts. Oh my goodness. All right.
Carlos says hi, and he's driving from California to, it looks like Goodyear, Arizona, to the new Buc-ee's. And we do a Buc-ee's prompt. I don't know if it'll understand that or not.
Dude,
you know, that would be
do the Buc-ee's prompt.
All right, I'm doing a Buc-ee's prompt right now. I'm just going to put the word Buc-ee's, right? And you have to spell it right. It's Buc-ee's. Nope, that's
so
not how you
for
spell
folks
it.
who don't know, Buc-ee's is a like a gas station convenience store, but it's kind of well, if you're familiar with a Walmart, the best thing I can liken it to is like a Walmart at a rest stop, because they have everything, not just gas, but you could buy a grill in this place. You could buy food in this place. You could buy clothing. They just have an assortment of things. I happen to see them driving cross country to take my son to Texas for an internship one year, and we stopped at a couple Buc-ee's, and it's an experience. So I get it, Carlos. Safe travels, and go enjoy that new Buc-ee's. Let's see, we got from Paul Andrew, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Always a favorite.
Always a good one. Got the World Cup. I'm going to go ahead and animate this one. USA World Cup. That looks festive. It's fun because you can, you pick a bunch here that kind of don't work, and then some are utilizing the building surface quite well.
And
wow, that's fast.
I'm gonna, yeah, so when we do this, I'm going to go to this, not that view. Let's see. I want to get to your camera view, but have your camera be the big one. There we go. Now we can really see what's going on. All right.
Yeah, now I really wish. And again, this was kind of short notice. Like, hey, can I called, I got permission. I asked them to make sure the cops don't come get me. And so they arranged, they got me cleared out there. Let's do some aquarium tours.
Jesse Gerhardt asked if you can demo one of the Atmos effects on there.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. We love our friends over at Atmos. Ooh, I wonder what that looks like. Oh, that's kind of neat. I'm doing it really quick. I gotta do an aquarium because it's just mandatory.
And then you got to burn it down at the end, right?
I do know. I don't know about to burn it down. You know, I said no police, but I didn't say no fire department. That might.
Yes, Brandon Sanders. Yes, he's projecting on red brick as well. It looks like so from here at least.
It's a brown. It's like a light brown brick, so it's a little better than red.
Okay.
And oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do animate. Hello.
And Don Cartier asks for gas station meets Disney. Isn't that just Cars, Don? I feel like that's Cars. Right. I don't know.
It would like if I did that, you know, it's going to do Cars, right? I have a Carnival. Somebody gave a Carnival. Let's see if the Carnival would work.
Ooh.
Do you guys do Halloween out here? Do you do how much Halloween? Do you do much Halloween out here?
For those who aren't familiar, Carnival, at least to me, is a video game, a light gun video game that I used to play in the arcade and at home. Let's see, Idaho Scully, of course. How could we have Idaho and not have kittens eating donuts as a prompt? This one, kittens eating donuts in the Capitol reflecting pool. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, we'll see how that comes out when Ross gets back with us.
Here's Bucky. I'm saying it was a wait, hold on. So,
He walked away for a moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Over here.
That's all right.
How's my audio? We're good?
Yeah, you're good. Idaho wants kittens eating donuts in the Capitol reflecting pool.
All right, I think we got Bucky's right here.
There it is. Yeah.
So I just made the building branded for Bucky's. I'm probably going to get in total trouble. Like, they spent all this money to make a giant building, and now it's Bucky's headquarters. Yeah, maybe I'm busted. They're never inviting me back. They're gonna put a restraining order on me for putting Bucky's on their building.
Maybe Bucky's will see it and build one local.
Right. Maybe they're like, hey, that's the Bucky's headquarters. Okay, I'm gonna favorite that one. That was kind of fun. Footballs. I have the Bulldogs. Let's see if I can get some Bulldogs here. That is not a Bulldog. That was Grok. Grok just sometimes wins and sometimes doesn't. Sea Dream. There we go. This might be a little better. All right. Sorry. You know what? Let's go to another segment. I've been way too long on this.
All right. Give me one moment and I'll just get set up because I know what's coming next. And we're going to do this. And that. All right, so let's get back to the segments. I am going to put us into this mode. All right, so gang, we had an app update this week. So if you haven't gone out to the App Store on Android or iOS, make your way out there and get the latest update. There's some great stuff in this update, and I'm going to walk you through them. I have them listed out here. Just for you to quickly see things like the smarter corner pinning with the image preview. I showed that before. They've refined the speed of that, so it makes it a lot more easy to use. And then redesign masking user UI. So the user interface for doing masking, I'm going to show you that because it's very cool, a lot different than what it was. There's a new timeline tab. So for those of you who've been doing this a while and maybe made a long show, even Eric Shaw, who's on, had talked about this week. A lot of times what we would do is we would make a timeline, we'd export it, we would then have to download it to our phone and then re-upload it to the gallery. All of that goes away. There's a new timeline tab in the gallery, and it even shows when you're in the timeline. So now not only can you add your animations, but you can add your previously exported timelines as well. So now you can string your scenes together to make a full show. And there's a few other things out there as well. So why don't I show you some of that? So we're going to remove this and I'm going to show you on my phone. All right, so first things first.
Now we're not doing the auto type one, right? That's still top secret.
No.
Okay.
We're not even talking about that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's some super secret stuff that's being worked on. You're not going to see that tonight, gang. Sorry. but let's start. What's that?
Nothing. Carry on.
All right, let's take one of my locations. We're going to go in now. By default, in this new app version, the new manual corner pinning and the new masking is turned on. If you wanted to turn them off, you go into your settings and you can revert back to the old. And while I'm going to show you again the new corner pinning, manual corner pinning, look, you definitely should be trying the auto corner pinning. A lot of us have been doing a lot with that, especially where you place the dots on the perimeter of your house and anything that's sticking out. It works really well. But in those cases where you need to do manual corner pinning, let's begin alignment, and we're going to go into corner pinning. And here you go. So, and I'm just going to say got it. And you can see this is when I was doing my pool. Now, what you can do with this is you can use your thumbs and pull this down so you get much wider. Now, you can see the image there. Now, that's not my live pool. That is the location image. But if I was standing outside looking at my pool right now, what I could do, what's happening is that image is being projected. So whether it's your house, your pool, what have you. And maybe it's better, you know what, maybe it's better if I go to the house. Let's do the house. I'll do this. This was another location for you, Ross, that I was going to work on, syncing the alignment back to Illumabot. But it's another location I was trying to get for you near me. And let me just kill that and go back. That it's kind of a historical place. So this Whitall house. And if I begin alignment here and do corner pinning, again, you'll see. So this is more of a house. I figure this is probably better. So if you look at this, then what I can do is just kind of stretch these, right, to fit the house. And you can stretch them and pull them. And if you get too close to the top of or the edges of your screen, you just pull out a little bit, and now you have more room. If you went too far, you can hit up in the top left corner there. You can hit back, and now I can hit back and go back. Or I can recenter it. I can lock it. So now I can move around if I needed to without moving those edges. If I wanted to project a color or the checkers or the focus image, I can do that right here with the palette. And then I can save it and we come back. So that is one of the first features that were highlighted in the release. The next is to create the mask. So this is the new masking interface, and this is super cool. So I'm gonna click out of that so you can see this. Now, the first thing you might say, it starts on smart points, but we don't have to use that. If you wanted to just go and say, hey, detect the house, I could just click house here, and you'll see it'll detect it. And I've done this before, so I know how it works with this particular structure. But it'll go and it'll do, typically the times I've done it, it'll do the majority of the house. There it goes. So you can use these different things. So I could say, like, okay, well, chimney. I see chimney over on the left that didn't get picked up. Let's see if this picks it up now. Okay, it didn't. So why don't I try one of the other masking features? So if I come over here to the top one with the smart points, now I can just click on that portion of the house, and you can see the dot there, and watch what it does. It's going to figure it out, and it's going to do the majority of that. It might not be perfect, but, well, it was pretty perfect. But now I can get in there, and I can zoom way in, and I can paint, I can erase. You'll notice with the paint, there are sliders for the size. So I can do that and move my finger. The other thing I like with this is the offset. Ross, I don't know if you saw this, but now there's this offset slider where I can put my finger, and now you can see the circle is
yeah,
well,
do paint.
Hit
paint. Yeah, hit paint instead of erase, and then do the offset.
Yeah.
Just switch to paint.
Yep.
There you go. Now do
it's
it.
up there. But
Oh,
what
you
you don't
your
see
finger,
is my
right.
finger is below it, right?
Yeah.
If I do the offset and I pull that way down, now it's under my fingertip. And if I do it even further up, it's even further from my finger. So you can, I've had this issue myself where there have been times where, you know, I'm like, wow, if only it was closer to where my finger is or further away that I could get into tight spaces. So all of these features, and then you could just use a polygon where you could just put some dots and connect them, and now you get it there. So you have all of these different tools on the left that you can work with to get in there. Oh, and then there's this eyeball down here, and if you hold that, now you can see it without the mask. And if you release it, it goes back. So there's without the mask, there's if it goes back. The other thing you can do is you can minimize this menu off your screen, and you see those three little dots. If you hit it again, it comes back up. And up at the top, you have an opacity slider. So by default, it's at 60%, which is kind of nice because you can see the underlying surface. But if you wanted, you could go up to 100, or you could bring it even further down. And again, that's just to help you really tighten up your mask. So very cool stuff. Very cool interface. Definitely check it out. All right. Now, okay, so here's a little hidden feature. It wasn't called out in the release notes. If you scroll down in your location, down to the bottom, see there's a button that says View Prompts. Now I can view all the prompts I made for that particular location. So, you know, there's only a few in this one, but if I were to go to, like, let's say my house, and I go and view prompts, you can see I have a ton of prompts in here, and I can go to my favorites and stuff. And this is just the gallery, right? It just popped me over to the gallery, but it popped me over to the gallery with the context of that location. If you hit the little cog wheel up here, you can see at the bottom here, you can filter by a specific location, right? So I can select, well, I had my house cited, but what if I wanted to look at my pool? I could just see all my favorited, well, in this case, I had them favored, or I could say all, but I could see all the prompts just for that location, which is pretty cool. And just so you know, you can get to the gallery in a bunch of different ways. If I go to prompt at the top here, at the top right, there's a gallery button. It brings us into there. And that's, of course, and I'm sure you've all played with that, right? You have your uploads area where you can upload your features, your music, your videos, your images. You have your purchases tab where you get all of your Atmos effects purchases that you made, and if you slide that slider over, you see all the purchases you've made, which I've got quite a few with Atmos. And then if you go, there's a new tab up here, if you're noticing, called Timelines, and the timelines are very cool. These are all the exported timelines I've done, and again, I could say, well, just give me the timelines for a particular location, or I could just do all my timelines. And the real beauty of that is, I mean, I could play them here, right? But I can also, if I were to create a timeline, and oh, look at that, we have some new visuals here for this screen. But if I go and create a timeline, and I'll create a new one for the show. Then when I come in here and I click plus, yeah, I can go to my prompts, which you know I normally would do, but now I can go to timelines and I can say, well, I want to add this timeline to my show, and I come to the end. I want to add, let's see, this timeline to the show, and now I have that. And you can see the power of that, right? Now you can pull all those different timelines together and export them as a single show. You don't have to leave the app. You don't have to download, re-upload. So just great stuff from the developers on that. So
we kind of got, when we released that, we kind of got hit with, I've only been asking for a year for that thing. And then somebody randomly said it, and it really just tipped it over, and we knocked it out. So I'm glad we did. It's way overdue.
So another thing we've been talking about for a while, I know we actually talked about it on a live stream way back when, and it's a hidden feature again. It wasn't really called out in the release notes, but okay. So look, I have a bunch of stuff here And I have a few that are favorited, but this is a lot of noise for me. I don't want to look at all of the stuff that I don't like. All I have to do now is hit a little slider up here that says favorites only. And now I can just zero in on the favorites that I want. So now I can look at them very easily and walk through each one and not have to slide and go through. And if you're iterating quite a lot, you're going to find that's going to be a really useful tool for you. So some great stuff in this release.
Sal, can I show, while you have your phone up right there,
yeah.
One of the things that I do a lot, hit gallery. I did it tonight, right, actually. So hit gallery and hit videos.
Yes.
So when I'm broadcasting, usually it's the videos that I care about. I'm only doing the still images to get to the base to do a good video. And so when I want to start iterating like I'm doing on this building, I'm straight up in video mode, and then I'm just popping through all the videos and letting them play in sequence when I'm really testing on a building. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's another feature I wanted to say. Man, there's so many features that we have to share. So, also in the community, I talked about this last week. We really ran out of some time last week, so we didn't get to it. But, I talked about the community, the community filters. And this may be a tips and trick. Maybe I'm jumping ahead. I'm going to stop. Right now. I'm not going to do that.
Jumping.
All right. I get excited, Ross.
Yes.
So, did you want to show more, or did you want me to keep going?
I will show a couple of more, and then it's already 10 o'clock. So it just time flies when we have a lot to do. All right. I don't know which. I'm in video mode, by the way. I'm just going to fly through some of these.
All right. Let's see. We're going to get you.
The director was actually out here, and his app wasn't working where he could shut down the lights on this place. So, and did I move it? I did move it. We tried a new feature. Like literally, it's funny. While we were talking, Justin over here finished wiring up the horizontal lift. So now I can tilt in fact, I'll just do it really quick. Did you have it up or did I have it up? No, I had it up. And let me just show you. Yep, it's still running. So just literally wired up. I put the hardware in there, and then he did the wiring on it. And so now if I hit this one button called tilt, now the projector is tilting up vertically so I can get higher surfaces. And if you can see on the building here, I'll go back down. And so I'm doing that physically. And then there's also inside of a projector, this is a Panasonic MK20Z, PTMK20Z, and like a lot of these commercial ones, it has shift, where you can actually move the projector up and down, left and right to a certain degree inside the projector controls. And I do all that. All those settings are done here from my phone. Everything is done. Everything, like we're just hardcore. Everything is done from your phone. I will do desktop helping things one day just for better eyesight, but everything's from the phone. All right, really quick. So is that doing? Oh, I need to run the motor and move it sideways.
And Jim Friels was asking, was that an actual picture I took or a stock photo? I think that was of maybe the Whitall house. I think you were asking, Jen, maybe. That I just grabbed off of the internet, from their site. I could drive there. It's probably 10 minutes for me, but it was just as easy. It was a great shot. So I pulled it in and I did some prompts on it.
I wish I could zoom in with this projector, but they wanted some bulldogs. So the Bulldogs mascots.
Yes.
Yeah, that was there. Having a football run. Our aquarium is now baked, and I've got some cool stuff swimming around. Again, we shut all the lights off on this building, and it would be magical, which will happen. Now, my goal was not to come in and I didn't want really them to have to bring any staff out. I just wanted to get where I can check alignment, where I can check distances. This projector lens is actually not zoomed out all the way. It's not zoomed in. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It's a 2 to 4x lens. So yeah, did some more of those. We've got the World Cup right here. Let's get the World Cup cooking. There we go.
Yeah, there was World Cup. There was Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory.
I did do the Willy Wonka. Sorry, Paul. I got caught up in some of this. I will on maybe the next building when I do. In fact, I'm going to rotate the turret in a minute, probably when we're off, and hit this water tower right over here, which I have done before. It's one of my favorite water towers in the whole world.
We still have a bunch to get to. What do you want to do? Are we going to run long?
Let's go.
Keep going?
Let's go. Let's get the next one. Let's cruise into the next segment.
Let's do it. Let's see. You know what? We've shown a lot of the product tonight. How about I save that for next week? I was going to do the overlay.
Yeah, we need it for next week. Let's do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. So let's get into tips and tricks. Let's add this back. And here we go. So some tips and tricks. So utilize the community tabs filters for different ways to view community posts. So that's what I was about to show you. And I can, again, I can show you very quickly here. If we get into the community tab, there is this filter button in the top right corner that looks like little sliders here, and it brings up this. So you can filter your liked posts, your the most liked posts. You can view all different sorts of ways, like the most favorited post out there, right, was by Kyle Nelson, it looks like, and Ashley Burnett. I mean, there's a bunch of them in here, right? It's not just like one over all of them, but they're the most favorited posts that were out there, the most liked, so there's all different ways to sort. And look, the community tab's all about inspiration, right? You can try all of these on your projector. So play with that a little bit and you'll see you can sort, I think by default it's on the new post. You can see your post, right? I can just click on my post and see all the things I put out there. You can do the same for yours very easily. So that is the community tip. And then we'll get back into our tips and tricks. Now the tech tip is edit your location image to remove features you do not want in your generated assets. So let me give you an example, and I'll give you an example in this case from my house. I have these windows in my garage, and while I can line everything up very nicely with pinning, sometimes AI doesn't want to play nicely, and it makes these windows look off, and it drives me a little crazy. So what I've done was I took my location image, I downloaded it from the app, and I used some video or image editing and basically just wiped out the windows. And then I re-uploaded that. Now the AI has no context of these windows. So when it generates, it just thinks it's a solid door, which is fine by me because most of the time I'll put some white, like poster board behind those windows anyway, so that we get projected on. So just a little tip: if you have a window or something in there in your location image that you just don't like the way it gets picked up, you can always sort of erase it out of there and re-upload it as your location image, and it'll work just the same. You don't have to change your corner pinning, don't have to change your masking, it'll just work. And we have an enclosure tip. Add lights to your enclosure for visibility when you're working on your components. Now, this is something Charlie's done. He's done it on a few of his enclosures. It's basically, let me just get back there. Basically, when you get in there, we have lights so you can see what you're doing, right? It tends to be very dark inside your enclosure, especially when all your equipment's in there. And boy, is it hard to see and find things. I've tried using like a headlamp and stuff because a lot of times these enclosures are black, right? So anyway, just a little tip. He's using just some strip lights, LED strip lights in there. And I thought it was just a neat idea. So I thought we would share that with all of you.
That's very great. Yep, those are all helpful.
And now we are getting towards the end, Ross. So here we go.
A quick question from the chat. So Jesse asks, how long can the illumiBeast last on a charge if projection mapping nonstop? So projection mapping and running this projector takes very, very little. I can probably run this all night long and lose, if I had all the other systems down, right? So I just turned all the other extras off and just ran the back. it probably burned 10%, 10% of the battery for a full night run. Usually I'll lose about 5% of battery on a nice, good, I get in, I keep the AC on, keep it cooking, and then let the show run. We have what's called phantom drain. So when you have other systems all cooking, that drains the battery a little bit. So we're working on ways to mitigate that, but it's not much. It's not much. Especially so the idea is when this gets rented, and it's already this particular one is already rented for the entire month of December. There are 6 more in various forms of progress right now in construction in the fleet. But yeah, we're working on all these tweaks to monitor, track battery, keep it all tight. But the battery's performance is wonderful.
So Ross, just a quick question on that. With the electric vehicle, right, with the Tesla, I mean, is it the same battery that the car's running on all the time, or is it like a separate battery that's used to start the vehicle? What battery is it actually? Because aren't there multiple?
Yeah, well, with the Tesla, you have the monster battery that runs the truck, and then you have a small little 12-volt, like a normal car battery to start things off.
Okay.
All of this, so with the reason why the Tesla is the ultimate machine for this, it's like the perfect machine in many, many ways. And we'll cover that more on the tour on some of the things I do where I drop the gas. There's so much I do on that, but it has a 240 volt thing. So I got a 240 volt plug jacked into the back, and I can run power off of that. It lets you run directly off the main battery pack and power welding. In fact, I welded some stuff on that back plate a few hours ago, and I just plugged the welder into the back of the truck and then welded it up. So you get to run all that off the back.
I kind of feel like they made this truck for you to build the beast, honestly. I mean, all the pieces were just in place.
Elon thought he was working on something else. Nah, he was making this beast for projection mapping. He just didn't know it.
Oh boy. All right. Let's look at the results of our weekly challenge. And
yes,
okay,
that was a good one.
So all of these results were great. I do have to call out, though, we did have rules with this result, right? One of the rules was it had to be 20 seconds or less, and the other one was that it's a seamless loop. So all of these, most of these met all of those requirements. There was one from Brian. It wasn't a seamless loop. It didn't come back to the starting frame at the end. But man, it's funny. So I included it in here. You'll see that in a second. So, all right, let's get on with the show.
You're the last one.
That's by Warren Zendano. All right, some great stuff there. Again, that last one was pretty funny. Was pretty funny, Ross, but it did not have the seamless groove.
Rules are rules.
So look, I can't be deciding. I was in there, but you know what? I can't win. I can tell you the ones I liked. I don't know which one you liked the best.
Let's let the chat chime in. All right, chat. Which one did you like?
Come on, folks.
We're waiting. Let's see if we get some kick-ins.
Bueller.
Oh, Barbie. We got a Barbie vote. We got a Warren vote.
Warren's. Oh, we got another one for Barbie. Another one for Barbie. The abandoned wall, that's Warren's. Sorry, Warren. Your name wasn't on there. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Cards. Abandoned wall. I think we have 2 abandoned malls and 2 Barbies I saw, right? Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3 Barbies.
I think 3 Barbies.
Yeah, I think the Barbies have won.
Let's do it. Good job on the Barbies.
All right.
The shrimp on the Barbie.
That was, and they're still coming in. Wait a second. Oh no, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 4 and 4. They keep coming in. We've got 4 and 4. It's Barbie and Warren's, it looks like, at the moment. Barbie is 1, 2, 3.
You know what? I'll bet there's a way we can do like a poll, which we're.
I was just about to say I can add a poll. I've never tried it, but we can try real quick. Oh, okay.
All right.
YOLO it.
What do we have? Do we have the options for the names?
Let's do it with chart. No, next time. Next week we're gonna we'll do this with poll. Tonight we're just gonna put the finger in the air. It seems like Barbie's taking it. What do you think, Sal?
I think we got a lot of Barbies up front. So, but Warren's was great. It was definitely great. But yeah, I think there's a lot of fans of Barbie out there. So,
all right, let's do the Barbie.
Tell them what they won, Sal.
What they won? You won some tokens. So Merc Mode, that was you.
Merc Mode scores 1,000 tokens.
There you go. 1,000 tokens. So thank you, Merc Mode, for your and by the way, again, apologies. He had a different song on that. Even that Brian Moore's Donald Trump playing instruments and stuff, that was Born in the USA. Again, I couldn't play it on there, but I think I'd like to believe that the music I put in still kind of fit the videos. So thanks.
I think so.
Thanks for playing along, gang. All right, so let's
Tristan, will you drop those in his account?
Copy, we'll do it.
And now let's talk about the next challenge for next week. So, okay, and apologies to Claudia because it's more of a U.S. thing, but we have the 4th of July coming up here in a week, and this is kind of going to be interesting. This is about getting creative, right? How do you do a patriotic 4th of July without using a flag or without using a bald eagle or the Statue of Liberty? We really want to see what you come up with. I'm curious for sure. It doesn't have to be the show you'll run on your house for 4th of July, but certainly put something together for the weekly challenge, put it out on Facebook, tag Illumabot. You can tag me as well. And we'd love to see you get creative with your patriotic challenge. All right. So that is it.
I love it. Oh. Sal, that's great, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the fun we're having. So I just hit the Illumabot. I'm doing another side of this building. My goal now, just FYI, when we sign off, is I'm going to hit this one. I'm going to turn it while I'm sitting here. I'm going to aim and hit this water tower over here, super zoom it in, drive around campus, hit a few more, then head south, hit another campus, about 4 or 5 buildings, and then head more south and hit another 4 or 5 buildings. really putting this through the paces, make sure all the systems are up and ready for the big tour. We got a lot of wiring cleanup and stuff, but it's really performing quite well. And it's great because it's a mix of hardware and Illumabot. And Illumabot's making my job easy to just take it, align it, create a show. There's some other stuff that we will reveal sooner than later. You've had a little secret taste of it. Some of the insiders have, on automating this process, especially when I'm going to drop an America 250. I want to be able to roll up on a building and run a 5-minute show, produce the whole thing in a matter of just minutes, and all of the content and the animations and the transitions, and just let that whole thing rip. So there's a little tease to some things coming down the pipe soon. Now, next show will be on the 2nd of July. It'll be day 2 of the Illumabot tour. I will be in San Antonio at one of the oldest dance clubs, like good old country and western dance clubs in Texas, the oldest one. And so we're locked in. We have permission. We'll hit it from kind of across the street, and it's going to be fun. We'll kind of tell the story, the history of it, and my goal is that I will film that night, like on the 1st. The 1st will be in Denton, Texas, on some really cool buildings. We'll film it, do the whole thing, and then I upload everything that night, and then the team goes nuts with it all day the next day to release. My goal is every day we release the footage from the previous day, so people who want to follow along on the...
Oh, did we lose you? Ross is frozen. Or am I frozen? Can you all hear me out there?
No, yeah, you're good. Ross.
Okay.
That's funny.
Right.
I wonder if his phone died. He's very bad about watching his phone.
Oh, geez. Well, hopefully he's going to grab all kinds of footage tonight on the building, on the water tower, and wherever else he's going, because it sounds like he's going to be out driving around quite a bit tonight with that. All right. Looks like he's trying to come back in, because we can't end the show without Ross saying his signature.
No,
his signature
you're going to have to stand in for him.
All right. Well, do we want to end it, Tristan? What do we want to do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull the rug. Go ahead, take us out, Sal. You got this.
Well, hey, as always, thank you everyone for joining us. We love to see what everybody comes up with, whether it's your prompts on the live stream or in the community. Thank you for all of that. Thank you for playing along with the weekly challenge. We'll see you next week. And remember, we can't wait to see what you create. Thanks, everyone.
Excellent, Sal. You're too late, Ross. Sal ended it for you.